Morning Year 12, welcome to another online assembly. I really hope you enjoyed last week's assembly and that the information and also the support we tried to offer through the assembly is something that benefited you, and hopefully it was able to also ease a little bit of perhaps that anxiety or those stresses you might be having at this time. We hope to do the same thing in today's assembly. Initially I'd like to just recognise that it's Thursday, meaning it's Clap for Carers Day or Clap for the NHS, but also essential workers. And again, many of you are essential workers. You're working in supermarkets or in part-time jobs. And when I go out to Clap tonight, and I know when the rest of the sixth form team goes out to Clap tonight, we'll be very much thinking of all of you and how proud we are of you. Today's assembly is a little bit more focused on the idea that we've been in the lockdown for a very, very long period now. And the longer it goes on, the more difficult it's going to be. It's physically demanding, whether it's you're not getting out and you're feeling a bit low and a bit tired and weak, or perhaps the idea that mentally it's extremely demanding. You feel a bit boxed, you feel like you've got a lot of work to do, perhaps not got the space for it. So I'd like to begin by thinking about the fact that a routine is one of the most important things that you can be having moving forward. And the longer the lockdown goes on for, the more important having a routine is. So to begin with, I'd like to just show a little video to you, recognizing what my routine is and the fact that it's something I think about every single day. I try and set myself at least 5 things to do each day that are different. And by just ticking off those 5 different things, it makes me feel more comfortable knowing, 1, I've achieved something, but also 2, I'm not going to have any periods where my mind's able to wander or to distract myself and make me start to feel a bit down. So I hope you enjoy having a look at what my day looks like, and that will hopefully then also make you think about what your day is like, and perhaps could you make any changes to your routine. hopefully gave you a little bit of insight into my routine. Now, of course, I'm not expecting you to have the same routine as me. I'm not expecting you to get up at 7 o'clock every day like I do. Of course, get up much later if you prefer that. But I do try and set yourself a number of goals and tasks each day. By setting yourself these goals, it's really going to make you stay active mentally and also physically. It's going to reduce the chance for your mind to wander and for negative thoughts or for anything that might cause you a bit of anxiety to come into your mind. And again, it's not necessarily saying you need to do 100 things. As I said earlier, 5 simple things could be set on your list for each day. I would emphasize obviously the importance of one of them being doing your work, but it might only be 3 hours of work that you have to do each day to complete all the tasks you've been set. But apart from work, it could be having breakfast is a particular task and goal. Are you able to make sure that you do a piece of exercise during the day? Are you getting out of the house? Are you watching your favorite Netflix show? There's countless things you could add to your list, but just by having at least 5 simple things, it's going to allow yourself to feel better and feel more accomplished at the end of each day. Now, I want to take this idea of positive mindset and apply it to something that I know is causing a lot of you stress and anxiety at the moment. After last week's assembly and also messages to you from teachers, I know that mock exams is still very much something that is causing a lot of questions and stress for you all. But if we can take this idea of positive mindset and use it to spin around our ideas about mocks, then it's going to allow us to feel a lot better and also feel better prepared for them when they take place when we go back in summer. There's a fantastic article on The Guardian, which I've posted the link in the description for you all, that emphasises 4 different things that are a way to think positively about mocks. And number 1, the idea that it's motivating you to revise earlier. And I'm not talking about revising for mocks, I'm talking about revising for your final exams. We want you to be at the peak of your ability and your understanding in your subjects when you get to your final exams at the end of year 13. All right? And by revising now, actually, you're also revising for those final exams without even really thinking about it, because you're only thinking about the mocks that are coming up. But that early revision is going to help prepare you in the long run. All right? Also, it talks about the idea of it being a very effective strategy for learning in general, the idea of knowledge and retention and recall, the revised test strategy, something that's really, really important. Rather than just trying to learn something over time, the more regularly you go back and test that ideas, those concepts, the more likely you are to retain that information in your brain as a way of learning. So mock exams is a really, really effective tool in seeing what you have retained and allowing you to try to retain information from year 12 and what we've done so far. The third thing it talks about is the idea of working under exam practice conditions. You definitely wouldn't see any professional footballers go out and play a match at the start of the season without having played any pre-season matches. Right, your final exams are going to be set under very, very similar conditions to your mocks. So the fact that you've actually been able to practice and try working through a long test under certain conditions that are very, very similar to the actual exams you'll take place in is something that's really going to benefit you. So think about how important that is. And the final thing, and something I did talk about in last week's assembly, is that it's going to identify the areas of weakness in your learning. And that's going to benefit you and also benefit us as your teachers. We can really identify what support we're going to put in place for you moving forward. How much information or what content do we need to go over again? Is there something that we need to reteach and complete? Is there something that we need to just touch on with a particular type of exam question? All of those different things is going to really help make sure that you're feeling prepared for mocks, feeling positive about mocks, because there are the definite benefits to it. I'd just like to also recognise the importance of keeping in contact throughout this time where there's so many questions and so many issues that might be out there that you might have. We do really love hearing from you, so anytime you can get in contact, whether it's by email, if you would like us to call you and have a conversation, by all means, message us and we can get back in touch with you. Or just in general, especially given that we so much focused on routines today, we'd love to know what routines you have, what things, what activities, how you're doing your work. We'd love to know these things and also be able to share those with other members within the school. So do keep in contact by updating us through social media, sending us photos, videos, images. If you really want, I can put some of them into these assemblies as well, just so that everyone else in the sixth form is able to share in different things that can be done during this difficult time. If you do have any particular concerns or really stressful anxieties, please remember to check Show My Homework. There's a lot of information that I've put on there about where you can go if you're having difficult times, and also again a particular email address if you're having any particular concerns regarding safety or any other safeguarding issues. So do check that, do read through those, and let us know again if you need that extra support. Just going to finish today by letting you know to tune in tomorrow. The history department is going to be doing a very special assembly on the Compton channel of YouTube, and also access through the school's website, in which they're going to go through and look at VE Day. Tomorrow is the 75th anniversary of the day in which the ending of World War II happens. So do check in tomorrow and watch that assembly. It's going to be very, very special and something to very much mark on also what is a bank holiday. So put your feet up tomorrow, enjoy the assembly, and also really much look after yourselves. Tune in next week as well. We're going to go through some more information and any other further updates that we might have for you. So thank you very much for your time, and enjoy the rest of your day.